Hello from the Sawyers. It's Good Friday and we're doing today's thingamajig. Now, at the festival, the governor was accustomed to release a prisoner for the crowd, anyone whom they wanted. At that time, they had a notorious prisoner called Jesus Barabbas. So after they had gathered, Pilate said to them, "Whom do you want me to release for you, Jesus Barabbas or Jesus, who is called Messiah?" For he realised that it was out of jealousy that they had handed him over. While he was sitting on the judgment seat, his wife sent word to him, "Having have nothing to do with that innocent man for today. I have suffered a great deal because of a dream about him." Now the chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowds to ask for Barabbas and to have Jesus killed. The governor again said to them, "Which of the two do you want me to release for you?" And they said, "Barabbas." Pilate said to them, "Then what should I do with Jesus, who is called the Messiah?" All of them said, "Let him be crucified." Then he asked, "Why? What evil has he done?" But they shouted all the more, "Let him be crucified." So when Pilate saw that the crowd that he could do nothing, but rather that a riot was beginning, he took some water and washed his hands before the crowd, saying, "I am innocent of this man's blood. See to it yourselves." Then the people who answered, as a whole answered, "His blood be on us and on our children." So he released Barabbas for them, and after flogging Jesus, handed him over to be crucified.
I told him not to get involved. "Leave it alone," I said. "Stay out of it. After all, you're the governor, you're the one in charge. Let the Jews sort it out. Send him off to Herod. Get someone else to do your dirty work for a change. It's not your problem." So, what did he do? Made a right botch of things, that's what he did. Oh, he tried all right, I'm not denying that. He wanted to wash his hands of Jesus as much as I did. More, if anything. I've never seen him so agitated, so uncertain of what to do. And to be fair, he took my advice to a point, sent the man off to Herod just as I suggested, but he let him send Jesus back. That's what I can't understand. He let that cunning old devil off the hook and left himself in the lurch. Honestly, men. After that, it was downhill all the way. "You decide," he told the crowd, "Barabbas or Jesus. It's up to you." Brilliant. They could all see what he was angling for, and they were damned if he were going to get it. "Give us Barabbas," they shouted, and you could almost hear the chuckle. They could scarcely keep the smirk off their faces. So there he was, nowhere else to turn, no one to turn to. The decision his, and his alone. Yet, even then, all wasn't lost. He should have stood up to the mob, listened to his conscience. Not that he ever has before, mind you. But when they suggested his loyalty might be suspect, and his job on the line, well, that settled it. Now look at him. I thought my nerves were bad, but his, they're shot right through. You just can't forget the man, night or day. Never a moment's peace. He's tormented by shame and riddled with guilt. Well, I tried to warn him. I couldn't do more. But he made his decision. Now he has to live with it. But I can't help wondering sometimes, when I look into his eyes, when I catch that haunted expression deep within, just who passed judgment that day? Was it Pontius who condemned Jesus? Or was he the one condemned?
Lord Jesus Christ, we have all made mistakes that weigh heavily on our conscience. We can deny them, run from them, wash our hands with them, but try as we might, we cannot escape them. teach us to stop running from the things that haunt us, and instead to acknowledge them openly before you, so that we may find forgiveness and peace that only you can offer. Amen.
Amen.